Hello, welcome back to my channel Code with Saru. Today we will see how do we move a circle from one place to another using coordinates. To do so, I'll pick the code of the circle which we actually learned in our last video, Python with Turtle. And to know more about this code, please go and watch the video in the description. I've also pinned in the comment. So let me copy this code and paste it here. Let me run. It's the same output. So now how do I move a circle from one place to another? Hello, welcome back to my channel Code with Saru. Today we will see how do we move any shape from how do we move a circle from one location to another. This applies to other shapes too. Hello, welcome back to my channel Code with Saru. Today we will see how do we move a circle from one place to another using coordinates. So let's learn about coordinates and then get started. So before that, I'll pick the code from to do so To do so, I'll pick the code from the previous video where we actually drew a circle. So I can just copy paste. To do so, I'll pick the code of, to do so, I'll pick the code, to do so, I'll pick the existing circle code. I'll pick the circles code from the previous video. Okay. So to do so, I'll pick the circles code from the previous video. If you want to learn about like how we made this circle, so please go and watch the video in the description and in the chat, which I've pinned. If you want to know about like how do we to do so, I'll pick the code of the circle which we actually saw. To do so, I'll pick the code of the circle which we actually learned in our last video, Python with Turtle. And to understand about this, to know more about this code, please go and watch the video in the description. I've also pinned in the comment. So let me copy this code and paste it here. Let me run. It's the same output. So now how do I move a circle from one place to another? So it's a little bit trickier. So here we don't understand it better. So I'll make this job easier. So I have XY coordinates. So what are these XY coordinates? Why this is useful? So we'll see that now. Okay, so first of all, let's see how our circle is placed in our actual project. It's like this. So why am I placing it that way? Because so we have our pen. If you see, the turtle pen is here. Okay, basically in our project, the pen is the one which is at the X and Y at a particular place, and we will move that to draw in a different location. So it's not the circle middle, okay? So it's the pen's place. It's not the circle's place where we are drawing it. So it's at the pen's place we're drawing the circle. So this we have to understand. So now my pen is at 0, 0. So what's the 0, 0? I'll explain you. So if you want to move a circle to the right side, it's a positive number. If you're moving to the left, it's a negative number. If you want to move up, it's a positive number. If you want to move down, it's a negative number. If you're moving horizontally, it's named as X. If you're moving vertically, it's named as Y. Okay, so now if I have to move that way, maybe I'll just pick some numbers. So right now, my X is equal to 0 and my Y is equal to 0. Okay, so that is where my circle is right now. That is where my pen is right now. Pen is nothing but the arrow. I hope you got it. You can see the arrow here. So this white one, which is pointing here. If I run, you see the arrow is the one which draws, right? That arrow's position I'm pointing to. That's named as turtle. So now if I change this X, maybe I want to move it 5 times to the right. I give a positive number. So for our understanding, so what I'll do is I'll change my pen color. Maybe I'll choose something. I have chosen a highlighter and I'm just choosing a red color. So this is my pen. Okay. So now if I say 5, it moves 5 times to the right side. That means my pen will be here and this pen will be erased. It won't be here. So now my circle would be formed at this place. Okay. So next, if I want it to be in the left side. So what I'll do is let me erase these for our understanding. Okay. So my pen is here right now. If maybe I say I want it to be at -7, then my circle from here, it moves to this place. Will my circle move first or the pen? It's the pen. What happens is my pen from here, it moves to this place. Okay. And my circle will be created at that place. Okay. So this won't be there. Move is nothing but the same pen moves to different places. It's not like multiple pen. Okay. So now let's concentrate on the vertical direction. So let me keep my x as 0. And if my x is 0, what happens? My circle will be here. Okay, let me erase all these things. So say suppose I want it to be moved y equal to 4 and x is 0. So what happens is my pen will be at 4 here. It's 0 comma 4, x is 0, y is 4. And my circle would be created here. Got it? So next is taking it down. Is it positive or negative? It's a negative number. So maybe I say -3. What happens? My pen goes to this 0 comma -3 place and my circle will be moved to that place. And this won't be there. So this is how horizontal and vertical movements would happen. So I explain now keeping x as 0 and y some number and y as 0 and x some number, right? So what if I give some numbers to both of them? So say it's y is already -3. So maybe I'll make my x as 5 again. So what happens now is, let's mark. So my x is 5, the point is here, and my y is -3, it's already here. The common point is this, so my circle would go there. Let me place my circle here. So it comes to this place. You got it? So what if I want my circle to be in this place somewhere? Maybe I'll say let it be 3, and maybe I'll say let this be 2. Will that work? My x has to be negative. Positive is right, left is negative, maybe -3. So what I'll do now is I'll erase all these points. Yeah, so from this point, now it moves to the point which I've written. Let's see how it moves. My x is -3. Let me mark it here. And my y is 2. It's here. So let's see where the common point is. It's here. So my circle from here will move to this place. And this won't be there. Okay, so this is how a circle can be moved from one place to another using the XY coordinates. So just you have to remember, if you want to move right, it's a positive X, going left is a negative X, going up is a positive Y, and going down is a negative Y. So now we will implement this in our code. So let's get started. Come on. So our circle is already there. So before we draw a circle, let's try to move. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just say T dot go to. Maybe I'll say go to 50 times to the right side, and maybe I'll keep my y as it is. Okay, so it just moves to the right side. You can check now. But there's a line. It just dragged the line a bit, right? So what happens while we draw anything? We pick our pen up and then we go to a new location and then keep it down, right? So but here what we did, from the current position from 0, we just dragged our pen to 50 in the horizontal direction, right? So that shouldn't happen. What do we do to avoid this? So we have to pick our pen up. So I write T dot pen up, and then it should go to the new position, and then I keep my pen down to draw. Now let's check if it's drawing without dragging. Yes, it did it. That's great. And what's next? So we know how to move to the right side. Maybe I'll do minus 100. Let's see if it goes to the left direction. Yes, it went. And now let's stick our x to 0. Let me move only y. Let me do 100 and run. It went up. And let me do minus maybe 150. It went down. So this is what I explained using this
just you have to
grid.
remember,
Same thing is happening here along the code. So this is how you move your circle. Now what we did is we kept one of our coordinate constant. We kept x0 and we checked y. We kept y0 and we checked x. Let's change both of them. So maybe I'll try moving the circle to this location. So it's like I'll move to the right side by some number, 50. Let me see where it is currently. Okay, it's here. If I have to go up, then I have to make this positive. So let me do 150. Okay, it's there. So I'll change my x to 100. Let me see if it moves to the right. Yes, it went a little more to the right. Let me take it down because it's a little high. Yeah, maybe I can do 200. I got it. So similarly, you can move the circle wherever you want. Maybe if you're drawing scenery, if you want like a moon or a sun at some corner or in the middle, so you can just move them as you want it. So now let's name this project. So you can give any name that you'd like to. I always suggest you to give a meaningful name because that's easy to find the project and you can use it later. So maybe I can name it as Circles Movement. And you can click on and just tap on the white space and you can it automatically loads the name for you and you see the name here. So this is how you move a circle from one place to another. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from me. So please do subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about coding and different libraries and also different languages, block based and text based. So nice meeting you all today. I hope you all doing good. So see you in the next video. Bye. Take care.